You could soon give your input on the future of the Bidwell mansion, the site of the arson-ravaged remains exposed to the elements, that is. And after last week's storm, an awning fell off the remaining structure that you see there. Action News Now reporter Bella Barbosa spoke with a state parks official about the damage. She joins us live off the Esplanade. Bella, California State Parks will soon launch that outreach effort that they've been talking about for months.
Yes, Haley, I spoke with the district superintendent for California State Parks, Matthew Allen, and he says that in March they will be asking the community what they would like to see here. He says finding out how the community would like to use the space will impact how they go about rebuilding. After last week's storm, an awning came loose and fell from a second floor window to the porch below. I asked Allen about the damage caused by weather and how it impacts efforts to rebuild the site. He says the decision to leave the structure exposed is one they don't make lightly, but they can't begin any further work until they have a plan that is physically sound and in line with historic preservation laws, which could take some time.
Trying to manage expectations. We're not just refixing a building. We're honoring a legacy. There's so much data that needs to be gathered and evaluated, and taking the time to get that done right. So that the next century of Bidwell Mansion is as safe and meaningful as the last. But it really is a long process.
Allen says just because there aren't construction crews on site doesn't mean that the work has stopped. He says since the fire back in December of 2024, they've done hazmat testing, debris cleanup, and are working on a structural assessment. And that hazmat testing found heavy metals have contaminated the soil extensively, which will have to be addressed before any work can begin. Allen tells me a public survey will launch in a couple of weeks, and they plan to have in-person pop-ups throughout the month of March to get input from the community and engage with them on what they would like to see here. He says by April, they hope to have their first virtual meeting with the community to present data and hear their vision from the public. But until they have a plan in place, there won't be a set timeline for when the work on rebuilding the mansion will begin. Reporting live in Chico, Bella Barbosa, Action News Now.
Okay, thanks, Bella. California State Parks plans to have a table at the Chico Farmers Market on March 14th and 28th as part of the community outreach effort.